The little girl who grew up with God. Kripa was only 1 year old when she lost her father. At that time, she was too small to understand what had happened, but it was the moment that changed the course of her life. It was not just the loss of a person, it was the loss of a protection, guidance, and presence that every child needs while growing up. More than anyone, it was her mother who carried the deepest pain. She was left alone to raise small children with no help, no support, and no one to lean on. Life had suddenly become a long and difficult road for her. As the Kripa grew older, she began to feel the absence in ways that words cannot fully explain. She didn't have memories of her father, but she had questions. She had emptiness. She used to watch other children being hugged, lifted up, and called beta with love by their fathers. She would quietly ask herself, why don't she have that? Why did God take her father away? No one had answers. And so she learned to carry the pain in silence. She became the quiet child, often lost in thoughts. She smiled on the outside, but inside she was lonely. Deep down, she longed for someone to tell her, I am proud of you, or you are not alone. But those words never came. What did come was strength, slowly, silently, and gently. Because of the one person who never gave up on her, she was her mother. Her mother is the true hero of her life. She worked hard every single day, without complaining, without rest. She carried pain in her heart but wore a smile on her face for her children. Kripa saw her struggle and she saw her strength. There were days when she would quietly cry in a corner, and she could understand even without her saying a word. Her silent tears became her silent lessons. She taught her that love is not about big words but small sacrifice. Though she had no earthly father, she began to feel another presence in her life, a quiet, invisible strength that held her through the nights she cried and the days she felt lost. That presence was God. She didn't always understand Him and she didn't always feel Him, but somehow, deep within, she knew He was there. When she had no one to talk, she would whisper to Him in prayer. When her heart was heavy, she would sit in silence and peace would slowly return. God didn't take away the pain, but He walked with her through it. He gave her small signs, moments of comfort, people who said the right words at the right time. He gave her strength to keep walking when she felt she couldn't take another step, and through it all, He never left her. Now, as she looked back, she no longer sees just the pain, she sees the strength it gave her. She sees the depth of love she received from her mother, the quiet hand of God guiding her, holding her, and shaping her. Her story is not just about losing a father, it's about discovering the power of faith, the strength of mother's love, and the presence of God in every moment. Today, she stands not as a broken person, but as someone who has survived, healed, and grown up. Life took her father, but God held her hand. And because of that, she is still standing, still walking, and still believing. God took the pieces of her broken childhood and gently shaped them into strength, compassion, and deep faith. She grown up without a father, but she was never fatherless. God was with her, guiding, protecting, and whispering, saying, You are not alone. Today, she carries not just the weight of her past, but the light of hope for the future. And if you are reading this or listening, feeling broken, abandoned, or lost, please know this. You are never truly alone. God is working with you, even through the darkest valleys. He sees your tears, understands your silence, and holds your hand, just like her. He held Kripa. Her story is not one of sorrow but of survival, not just of grief but of grace. And through it all, she had learned one powerful truth. Even when life breaks you, God will build you again with gentleness, love, and unshakable hope. So keep entrusting in God and move in your life journey.